Hello children, welcome back again in our online sessions. So we were in chapter number 6, squares and square root. So in the last session children, we have studied how to find the square root. In that we have seen two methods. First was repeated subtraction method and second was prime factorization method. So again today let us begin. We were in exercise 6.3. So let us continue with the same chapter children. Yeah. So checking whether given number is a perfect square. Let's take one example, that is let us check whether 32 is a perfect square children. So now here we have 32, we have factorized it using the prime factors children, you can see here, right? So here the factors of 32, prime factors of 32 are 2, 2, 2, 2 and 2. So that is 32 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Now when we pair, we get two pairs of 2 and one here 2 is alone children, right? So when such some number is alone in the factors, then we understand that it is not a perfect square. So here we do not get perfect square as 1, 2 is left alone. So 32 is not a perfect square children. Now which smallest number can be multiplied to 32 so that that number becomes a perfect square? So let us see that. Since 2 does not occur in a pair, we multiply 2 to make a pair, right? To make it a pair. So when we multiply children here to the right hand side, similarly we have to multiply the same number to the left hand side also, right? So both the side we multiply the same number. So 32 multiplied by 2 and here in the right hand side again multiplied by 2. So hence 32 into 2 we get 64, okay, which is now a perfect square. Since now here you can see we get a pair, right, 3 pair of 2, right? So that is taking 1 2 from each pair, that is 2 into 2 into 2, that is 8. So 8 square is 64 and square root of 64 is 8. So this is how if the given number is not a perfect square and we have to find which smallest number can be multiplied. So this is the method children how we can find it. So let us begin with the exercise, continue with the same exercise 6.3. We will be seeing today question number 5, right children? So exercise 6.3 question number 5 is, for each of the following numbers, find the smallest whole number by which it should be multiplied so as to get a perfect square number. Also, find the square root of the square number so obtained. So first we have to find the whatever the given number is there. First we will find which smallest number can be multiplied to it to get a perfect square. So that means the given number will not be a perfect square children. So first we will factorize it. So whichever number is left alone, okay, not in a pair, that we will multiply both the sides. So that will be the number which should be multiplied. And whichever number, after multiplying the number whichever we get, we will find the square root. So two things we have to do here: find the smallest number to be multiplied and also the square root of a new number which we get after multiplying. So let us begin. So this is the first one, that is 252, which is obviously not a perfect square. So first we will prime factorize 252. So after prime factorizing, you will see 252. We have already seen how to factorize it children. Prime factors you are already aware. How to do prime factorization for the given number, that also you are aware children, right? So after factorizing this, I will get here, sorry. So 252 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 7. I'll start making a pair of same numbers. So here I get one pair of 2, right? Another one pair of 3. And if you see here, 7 is left alone, right? So 7, after 7 when we see it is left alone, we will multiply 7 to the both the side, that is to the number 252 as well as to the right hand side, to get a perfect square number, right? So 7 here is multiplied, you can see 252 into 7, which will be 1764. And to the right hand side also you will see, now I got each the pair of 2, 3 and 7. So one number from each pair if I take, that is 2, 3, 7, and when I multiply I'll get 42. So the smallest number to be multiplied is 7, and the square root of a new number is 42. I hope this is clear, children. So first there are two steps. First you need to prime factorize the given number and then find out whichever number is left alone in the factors, and that number is the number which you have to multiply, and after multiplying find the new number and find the square root of that number. Let us begin with the next one. So this is the third one in the same exercise in the question number 5, that is 1008. So when we factorize 1008, we will get the factors, you can see 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 7. Now again in the factors you will see 7 is left alone. So which is the smallest number that we should multiply, children? Yes, 7, which is alone in the factors. So here we multiply 7 to make it a pair, and after multiplying 7 to the given number, that is 1008, we will get 7056. Right, children? Here you can see multiplying 7 to 1008, we get 7056. So the new number is 7056, and the square root of that number is, just take one number from each pair, that will be 2 into 2 into 3 into 7, and which is nothing but 84. So here are our both the answers. That is, the smallest number to be multiplied is 7 and the square root of the new number is 84. I hope you people are getting this. Let us see the next one, fourth one. 2028, children. Again, after factorizing the factors, we got our 2 into 2 into 3 into 13 and into 13. So when we pair it, the same numbers, you can see 3 is left alone. So yes, 3 is the smallest number which should be multiplied to the given number to get a perfect square. So hence we multiply 3 to the given number also. So it is 2028 into 3, we get 6084, and this side also, right hand side also, we multiply by 3. So we get all the pairs, and taking one number from each pair, it will be 2 into 3 into 13. So square root of the new number is 78. So fifth one also same, children. I will just display the answer. Try by your own first, and then you can check your answers. So very easy it is. First prime factorize it. Whichever number is left alone, that number you have to multiply both the sides. So you will get a new number after multiplying the number in the question, whichever is the given number, and then that new number you have to find the square root. Taking each number from each pair, multiply it, you will get a answer for the square root of a given number. So this is the next one topic, that is smallest number divided to get a perfect square. So till now we are finding the smallest number which we will multiply and we can get a perfect square. Now we will see which will be the smallest number which should be divided to the given number to get a perfect square. Same, children, let us take a 32 example. We know 32 is not a perfect square, right? 2 is left in the when we start pairing, right? So 2 is the number which should be divided both the sides. So when you divide it, now if you see here, when I divide this 32 by 2, right, I will get 16, and when I divide this side also, right hand side also 2, 1 2 gets cancelled, so 16 will be equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, and when I take from when I start pairing, I'll get 2 pairs of 2, that is nothing but equal to 4, right? Each pair I'll take one number. So 2 into 2 is 4. So square root of 16 is 4. Same method you have to do, children, which very easy it is. So let us see in the exercise, that is 6.3, question number 6 it is. For each of the following numbers, find the smallest whole number by which it should be divided so as to get a perfect square. In the previous question it should be multiplied, right? Also find the square root of the square number so obtained. So prime factorize first. This is the first number, that is 252. The first step is same, children. You will first prime factorize the given number. So 252, when we prime factorize, we get 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 7. So you can see when we pair, 7 is left alone, right? There is no pair to the 7. So since 7 is alone in the pair, we will divide by 7. Now here we have to divide, not multiply, right? So when we divide it, both the sides we are going to divide. Now you can see here 252 divided by 7 here, and this side also we will divide by 7. So in each case here 7 will be cancelled and pair will be 2 and 3, right? So 2 3s are 6, and when we divide 252 to the left hand side, now if we concentrate, 252 divided by 7, I will get 36. So square root of 36 is 6. So at last you can write the answer. Smallest whole number to be divided is 7 and square root of a new number is 6. Second one, it is 2925. So you will prime factorize first the given number. So after prime factorizing, you can see here we get 2925 is equal to 3 into 3 into 5 into 5 into 13. Now if I make a pair, you can see 13 is left alone. So yes, 13 is the number which we have to divide both the sides. Now after dividing, left hand side you can see here, when we divide the given number 2925 by 13, we will get 225. And here 13 and 13 gets cancelled and remaining will be 3 into 3 into 5 into 5. When we find the square root, we take each number, one number from each pair. So taking 3 from this pair and taking 5 from the second pair, 3 into 5 is 15. So 15 is the square root of 225. 225, square root of 225 is 15. So you will write the answer. Smallest number to be divided is 13 and square root of a new number is 15. Square root of 225 is 15. So this is the third one again, children. Easy, I believe. Method is same. First you will prime factorize whichever number is left alone. After pairing, that number you have to divide it, both the sides, right? So after dividing, now here you can see first we have done the prime factorization of 396, and here you can see 11 is left alone. So yes, 11 is the number which you have to divide both the sides. So now 396 divided by 11 is 36. So here again 11 gets cancelled. It will be only 2 into 2 into 3 into 3, right? So here is the first answer we got, that 11 has to be divided. Now the new number which we got is 36. Finding the square root of 36, we will take one number from each pair, that is 2 from one pair and 3 from the another pair, that is 2 into 3 is 6. Finding the square root we have already seen, children, using prime factorization method, right? So same method you will use here. So this is the fourth one, children. 2645. Will not explain. Try by your own and see the answer. Check your answer as well. It will be a practice for you. Method will be same. This is the fifth one also. Will not explain now. I hope you people understood. You have to first prime factorize. Start pairing the factors, whichever is left alone, that you have to divide both the sides. And after dividing, you will get a new number. Find the square root of that number by pairing the factors. Take each one number from one pair, and that when you multiply, you will get your square root. So this was the today's session, what we have learned, children. So today's home assignment is exercise 6.3, question number 5 second and sixth one, and question number 6 one only, that is sixth one. So this will be a practice for you. Do by your own, children, right? So I hope you understood with today's session. So we will stop here. We will again continue in our next session. Thank you children.